In today's video, we're going to talk about 5 ways to land your first SaaS client. And like every other guru, I teach you how to make money online. I'm just kidding. I don't consider myself a guru, but I am on my personal journey to scale my business. And just so that you know that I know, that sounds weird. And just so you know that I know what I'm talking about, here's some quick proof. I haven't made millions of dollars online, but I have made thousands of dollars online, and I want to continue to scale my business going forward. So if you want to follow along in this journey, feel free to subscribe to this channel and let's jump into it. The first thing that you need to understand when it comes to getting your first client is that it's going to take some work. It's not easy, right? Sales is not an easy game to play, but if you can get really good at it and get more effective, it can become easier along the way. So we're gonna go over 5 different methods today. And we're gonna start with the first because it's the one that everyone's gonna hate the most. And that is a quality cold call. Now, before you click off this video, just hang in there for one more second because the method that I'm gonna teach you today is actually a way to provide quality for business owners so they actually listen to you and schedule an appointment with you. Because probably just like yourself, everybody hates getting cold calls. So when you reach out to someone, you need to have a very specific reason why you're calling and give them some sort of value. All right, so for method number 1, what we're gonna do is we're going to search the niche that we're trying to service into Google. And I'm going to open up Google Maps here, scroll down and find one that does not currently have a website. So you can see here, all these ones on the first page have a website. But when I get here towards the bottom, I already found a few on the first page that do not. And you can see here, they do not have a good star rating. They have no website. This one has a good star rating, not very many star reviews, but they also do not have a website. Guess what? They're missing out because if they want people to contact them and maybe they want to contact them via website versus calling or texting in that moment, they're going to miss out on that customer. So when you call these business owners up, what you're going to do is you're going to say something along the lines of, "Hey, business owner, I know I'm calling out of the blue. Do you have a few seconds for me to tell you why I'm calling?" It's always good to ask for permission because people can tell when it's a sales call and they're going to get annoyed very quickly. So just be upfront, have confidence about it. If they give you permission, then very simply and quickly say, "Hey, business owner, I know I'm calling out of the blue. Do you have a few seconds to tell you why I'm calling?" Okay. Always start with a permission-based opener because business owners don't like cold calls, right? They probably get cold called all the time. So it's good to have that confidence and just lead in, letting them know that this is a cold call. After that, if they give you permission, very quickly state the value that you're going to give to them. "Hey, I was looking at your landscaping business online on Google Maps and I actually noticed that you didn't have a website attached to it. And I know I'm calling out of the blue and I don't want to take too much time right now, but I was just looking to schedule a time to chat with you because I actually built out a website for your business and I just wanted to show you what that looks like," right? So what did we do there? We led with value. We're not just trying to cold sell them something. We're letting them know that we've already built them something on the back end, and we just want to take a few minutes of their time to show it to them. Now, do you need to create a website for every single person that you call before you call them? No, you don't. GoHighLevel has so many different templates that you can use. So pick a niche. And then once you're dialing that niche, go ahead and have some templates ready to go so you can replace a few things like their logo, their name, and show it to them. All right. So if you're new to GoHighLevel, if you get someone that's interested and agrees to meet with you for a few minutes, you're going to go here. You're going to go over to the left side. You're going to go to sites. You're going to go to websites. In the top right, you're going to hit new website and you're going to go from templates. Once you hit continue, you'll see a variety of different templates that you can use. Since I'm using a landscaping example, I will go ahead and just use a landscaping template that I have. And once this is loaded up here, I can view it. There's also other landscaping templates in here. I can swap out their logo if I can find it online, put a few things in there. Maybe if they have pictures of their projects that they've posted on Facebook, on Google, whatever it might be, put those in there as well. And boom, I have my template ready to go that I can demonstrate to them during my call. Now, I've been in sales for years, both on the corporate side and also by starting my own business. So if you want my template for best practices when it comes to cold calling, it will have laid out pitches in there for you and also talk through best practices when it comes to cold calling so you can stand out amongst the crowd. So with that, leave a comment down below if you would like access to it, and I can send it over to you in a simple doc so you can utilize that as you're starting your first cold calls. All right, so let's jump into the second method, which is posting in Facebook groups. Now, I want to give you a fair warning when it comes to posting in Facebook groups because I fell into this same trap. You see so many people online say it's super easy to post in Facebook groups. You can post whatever you want. You're going to have hundreds of people comment on your post, and you're going to have all these clients flooding to you. That's not the case. And you actually have to be careful with Facebook groups because you can get banned very quickly if you just immediately jump into there and you're very salesy and very markety. So don't do that. But hopefully these tips and tricks will actually show you how to have success. So tip number 1, I would suggest joining a local group. So you can see here, I just went to Facebook groups right up here. I typed in landscaping, and you can see I have Utah Landscaping Professional Network, but there also are broader groups in here as well, such as there might be one called Landscapes R Us, for example, and that could have 80,000 members in it. What I have found, the larger the group, especially if they're private groups, and you can see if they're private right here. So this is public, but if I scroll down, I have some private groups right here. They have more rules that are typically established. And so going into these local groups, I usually have a better chance of being able to make some type of post that's not too pushy, but also doesn't violate their rules. So let me show you what this looks like. When I come into here, before I make any type of post, tip number 2 would be a productive member of the group. And what I mean by that is I would typically take a week or two to warm up the group. And I would come through, I would comment on posts, I would like things, I would try to provide value that had nothing to do with my services. Now, after that, if there weren't very strict rules in place, I would make a softer post that provided value. Now, going back to our example before of the websites, I will continue to use that. But depending on what type of services you're selling, and it could be any type of services, I'll give a few examples here just to get your brain turning. You can adjust this accordingly. So with the website example, I might come here and just make a post and say, hey, I'm local to the Utah area, right? I'm pulling that card. You could pull that card for whatever area you live in. And I've been networking and helping landscapers that currently don't have a website in place. If anyone needs a website, I'd be happy to send you over a free sample. Just let me know. Boom, there you go. Very soft, not too pushy, not too salesy. But once you have the group warmed up, you've engaged with a few people, your post is probably going to get seen by a few more people, and you'll probably get 1 or 2 comments of people that are interested in receiving your free sample. Now, from there, after you've provided them some type of value, go ahead and establish a relationship with them. Maybe you send them a friend request, set up a quick call with them, and then you can turn them into a paying client. All right, method number 3 is building email campaigns. And what's really great about this is you can actually use your GoHighLevel software to build these campaigns out, so you don't have to pay for an additional software to run these. But the challenge that a lot of people have is, how do I actually scrape emails and get good emails to send to? And I remember I would try to manually go and find emails, and it took hours. So I would definitely suggest going to get some type of software for this. Now, what I used when I first started was a software called Use Artemis, and I will post a screenshot of it on the screen here so you can see what it looks like. But I actually purchased it through AppSumo, which is a special website where you can purchase softwares for a one-time price. And the deal that they were running is like you pay once and you get lifetime access to it. And it's a software that connected with LinkedIn. So I could go on LinkedIn and look for landscaping professionals, or in my case, I looked for orthodontists, and I could scrape their emails and then go from there to put them into an email campaign. Now, I'll leave it to you to find an email scraping tool that works within your budget, but do some research. Go look on AppSumo. They're running deals all the time to have free extensions or pay cheap one-time prices to be able to use the email scraping tool forever. Or if you're just starting out, you can always manually scrape how I did as well. But again, it takes hours. So just giving that tip to save you some headache. And instead of just verbally explaining how to write a good email cadence, I actually wanted to show you an email cadence that I built out that I would automatically run in the background, and it would consistently get me appointments with new clients every single week. Now, the method that I use here is having a good why you, why now, and a value prop statement. So you'll see with these emails, they're not very lengthy. I feel like when people go in and they write emails, they create a 3-paragraph email and they try to make it look all pretty and have all these fancy words. Business owners do not have time. It needs to be 100 words or less. Try to get it to be 75 words or less. If you can get it to be 1, 2, 3 sentences max, then you're in a really good spot. Now, I'll walk through this first email so you can see what I mean here. So for the subject line, you'll see here, it's pretty general. Let me know. The reason why it's pretty general is because this will actually get you a higher open rate. If you put something in there like, get more leads for your business, they know it's an ad. They're going to put it in the trash immediately. If you do a general subject line like let me know, they're more likely to click into it. Never make your subject line more than 3 words, or else your open rates will drop. After that, you'll see how I start this email is by saying, hey, do you have availability next week for another card detail? That gets their attention because they might think right off the bat, oh, yeah, do we need to get someone on the schedule? What's going on here? And then I follow up with, I'd love to pass some appointments your way. Now, this is where you add value. So I say, I created a free online ad for you since I noticed you aren't currently running ads on Facebook and Instagram. Would you be open to a quick call to discuss what we've built out for you? Looking forward to hearing from you. Right? That's all I say. So it's very simple, short, and sweet. Now, again, if you want this template to my email cadence that I use to get appointments every single week, just leave a comment on this video and I'd be happy to send it over to you. Back into the GoHighLevel platform, and I'm going to show you how you actually build out an email cadence. Now, there's 2 ways you can do this. And I'll show you both. You can choose which one you want, but I'll talk about which one I prefer and what worked best for me. So you can either build an actual email marketing campaign, and GoHighLevel makes it really easy, very similar to the websites and the funnel builder. You can come to the marketing tab over here on the left, go to new, and you can actually use all the templates that they have in here to make a professional looking email campaign. Now, it's very easy. You can select any of these, open them up, drag drop your logo in there, change around the wording, do a good call to action, and you're good to go. But the way that I like to run these was actually through automations. And the reason why I like to run them through automations is because I wanted them to know that I was a real human. And I felt like when I did all these fancy templates, it didn't feel personable. And that's why I found automations to work better. So you can actually just create a workflow in automations and start from scratch. And for instance, you could come here and add a trigger. So maybe your trigger is to put a contact tag on them, and you could create a tag here. So you could do tag added, select tag, and then say you have a tag for email campaign 1, right? So put that on there, you're good to go. So then when you load your contacts into GoHighLevel, then you can put that tag on them, and then you know they automatically go into this campaign. After that, I'm going to come here and I'm just going to do send email. And I'm going to put all my information in and actually just copy and paste my template or my cadence into this. So I'm going to go email number 1. I'll just show you here. And you'll want to make sure that when you have the variables in here, like first name, for instance, make sure you actually switch that out and put in the actual variable, or else when they get the email, it'll say, hey, first name, so it won't look real. So you can save that action. And I need to put a from email and subject. So again, subject, let me know. Try to save that again. Now I'm going to do a wait step. So I'm going to do a wait step, and I'm going to do maybe 2 days. Save action. Do another email. And I'll go ahead and put email number 2 in there. And keep going from there. Now, again, you can use either method, but what I found personally is when they were short, sweet, to the point, it just seemed a little bit more personable. So that's why I like to build it out through my automations, and my email campaigns seem to be more successful through that. Now, the last thing that I'll say about sending emails through GoHighLevel is when you first start your account, you might have a lot of emails go to spam. Now, if that's the case, don't worry. There's just an email warm-up period for your account to get tested to make sure that the emails that you're sending out are valid and real. So I actually have an email warm-up guide that I will put in the description. It's GoHighLevel's email warm-up guide. If you follow it for a week or two, then your emails will actually start landing in the inbox. And then this is where your automations can be built out, and you can get that consistent flow of appointments week over week. All right, for this next method, you got to hear me out because you've probably never done it before, but I promise it works. I have done it countless of times. And it's actually one of my most successful ways of setting up meetings with people. And that is sending videos through LinkedIn. If you don't know what LinkedIn, it is a professional network, and you can actually just download it right on your app. And you can type in, again, we'll stick with the same example, landscaper or landscaping. And you will find a lot of different people that might be owners of landscaping businesses, might work for landscaping businesses. Again, it just kind of depends how big or small that they are. And you can go through and start sending connection requests to these individuals. Now, once you have a connection request sent and that is accepted, what I will do is I will send them a quick video to stand out, because how often do these people get personalized videos? Not very often. And again, same principles and values as before. Give them value. Don't be too pushy. Be a good person that gives them something that they can bite on. But I want to show you what this looks like here. So once I connect with someone, I'll just go ahead and send them a quick personalized video message. And the way that you do this is if you just go to the message bar right here, you'll see that little paper clip right there. I'll go ahead and do this. I will hit take a photo or a video, and then I can just quickly take a video right on my phone and then send it over to them. So it's pretty simple and straightforward. But if you send a video and then a few bump messages after it, because what I found is people usually don't respond on the first time. But if you send a few bump messages after, hey, just bumping this message, want to see if you got my video. Hey, want to follow up? Do you have some time to meet next week? 1 or 2 times, they'll typically respond on one of those bump messages. So with that being said, LinkedIn is the 4th method. Try it out. I promise you'll be able to land some meetings using it. All right, and finally, for the fifth method, it is running Facebook and Google ads. Now, this is a paid method, but I have to mention it because once you start making money with your business, I would highly suggest reinvesting into ads to scale and grow quicker. That's the stage that I'm currently in right now, and it has been way easier to get clients that are warm, that come straight to me saying, hey, I'm interested in this already, and we can just jump straight to the sell cycle. Now, what's beautiful about it too is when you run Facebook and Google ads, a lot of the times you don't even have to hop on a call. And the way that I build out my funnels and the templates that I share through GoHighLevel show you exactly how I do that. The quick 30-second rundown on that is when I build out my funnel, I actually bring them to a page that gives them an online demo that's pre-recorded. And once they go ahead and purchase my services, I give them a whole pre-filmed onboarding course that walks them through every single feature of the GoHighLevel platform, how to get started, how to set up their phone number, how to set up their emailing services, whatever it might be, depending on the ad that I'm running. Now, what's nice about this is I spent hours building out these onboarding courses, building out custom landing pages to make my white labeled version of GoHighLevel look unique and not cookie cutter. And if you're just getting started with GoHighLevel and starting a business through it, you can actually use my link in the description to sign up for a 14-day free trial of the platform and also receive all my onboarding courses, my templates, my automations to save you time and hopefully automate your sales process. If you find these videos helpful, please leave a like, a comment, and feel free to subscribe to follow along in my journey. And hopefully this helps you in landing your first client. Best of luck, and we'll see you in the next video.